What is the creepiest, scariest, strangest, unexplained experience story you've had, heard, or know? And this one has UFOs in it.
Hey
I saw
everyone.
the top of it.
Hey everyone. John Laurel here again with the J&L Chronicles.
Hey,
So UFOs.
yeah, I saw it on the top story. It's about a UFO.
Well, I want to believe. So what do you got for me?
Okay.
UFO stories are usually pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. This is from Reddit user the notorious Logank.
Yeah. Or Logank. Something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
People on Reddit really choose some of the weirdest screen names.
Yeah. Okay. This person says, frankly, my grandmother is a mean old bitch. She'd be the first to tell you that, but she isn't stupid and she isn't gullible or prone to making things up. She told me a scary story one time while we were out on her and Granddad's pontoon boat. She said that one night, years before, I'd say maybe 15 years ago now, she and my granddad had been sleeping on the boat one night, fishing. Dead of night. She happened to glance up and saw something. She said it had lights and it was just hovering over the sky lake. After a minute, she said it took off into the sky in a way a plane just couldn't. She kind of changed the subject and I didn't press her. The look in her eyes when she told me freaked me the hell out. Whether it was a UFO or not, I couldn't say, but she definitely saw something weird.
Hmm. That is interesting.
That's one of them. There's another.
Okay.
They were both about aliens.
Well,
I think.
UFOs.
UFOs. Sorry. This one comes from Redditor OSC 43S. This Redditor says, my dad is one of those completely serious types. I have hardly even heard him laugh or crack a joke. So you pretty much take what he says seriously. Kind of like the dad from The Wonder Years?
Yeah. Dad from
Sounds
the
like.
Wonder Years. Yeah.
Anyway, we were watching some random TV show, UFO Files or Ancient Aliens, and I asked him if he believed in UFOs, aliens. He proceeds to tell me a story I have never heard him tell before. Apparently, when he was a teenager, he and my great grandmother were on their back porch one evening. And this is very rural southern Mississippi in the 70s. And noticed a huge object hovering over the woodline a few hundred yards from the house. Then suddenly it ascended vertically at an impossible speed. He said he couldn't explain it, what it was, and hasn't seen anything like it since.
Hmm. That that would tell me that he believes if he's telling that story. Yeah, UFOs. We've seen them. Didn't know what the heck it is. Not gonna say it's aliens necessarily.
Yeah, we saw something strange in the sky. I thought it was the end of the world.
Yeah.
He calls me on the phone, on my cell phone. He leaves the house and it's midnight and he calls me on the phone in a panic. And I thought, oh
I
no,
think
one
what
of the
I
cats
said.
must have been hit by a car. And I ran, what?
I think what I said was, "Come outside. Come outside now. Come outside now. Come outside now."
Yeah. And so I thought one of the cats got out and got hit by a car. And so I run outside and I see all these
It was
this light in the air. I thought it was the end of the
it
world.
was probably dozens of orange lights up in the sky, and they were just
Yeah,
doing all sorts of different patterns. And this is before drones were really a thing. So this was probably,
and these are big.
yeah, this was probably 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah,
So it's not like we had like the drones that now do like all those cool displays up in the sky. It was crazy.
they did something interesting though. They were going in separate directions from
Yeah,
each
they
other,
they went off in every direction.
but there was before they did that, they did this thing where they and I forgot the sequence. I wrote it down 10, 12 years ago so I wouldn't forget, and I don't know where that MacBook laptop is. And what was I
They
saying?
were doing different patterns. They
Yes,
would
the
go into
straight
like a
line, a
triangle, a
triangle,
straight line,
a circle,
just all sorts of weird patterns.
as if they were like testing out their
Doing
whatever they were
something.
flying in. I didn't recognize it.
But yeah, that was the weirdest, craziest UFO experience we've had.
And my uncle was the manager of an airport, and I was around planes a lot, and
Yeah,
so
and that's the night we found out that cops aren't allowed to even go outside and look up if you call them and tell them that you see something up there. So if you think calling 911 saying something to them if you see UFOs is going to do anything, nope, because they're
no,
not allowed to.
I didn't call 911. I called the sheriff's station, and when I told them, the response I got was ridiculous. They said, "Are you alone or are you with someone?" And I said, "I'm with someone." And they said, "Okay, just, you know, just checking." And I was like, "Aren't you going to come out?" And they were like, "No." I can't remember verbatim the conversation, but I remember that first part where they acted like I was just some lone crazy woman calling. Because this happened for like over an hour. We watched it for over an
Yeah,
hour as these things got farther and farther away. They went in different directions. It was neighbors came out and saw it, um, because they heard us outside talking, and it was crazy. And we don't know what we saw.
and this was before camera phones were good. I think I literally had like a Motorola Razor.
I had an iPod Nano, and it would could not record what
Yeah, it was the iPod Nano version that had a video camera on it, but it
from a
that camera was
long time
garbage.
ago. From a long time ago,
That
yeah.
that shows how long ago it was.
Have you ever had any crazy UFO experiences? We'd
If you
like to
had,
know.
if you have, put them in the comments below.
Or send us a message, and maybe we could read your story.
Yeah, and make sure to give our video a thumbs up if you liked it.
Dislike it if you dislike it.
If you dislike it, the aliens are coming for you, and we know what they like to do. Butt stuff.
Come on. I don't believe in that.
Well, have a great day, and don't get abducted.
Abducted. Bye, folks. That was a scary, crazy night, man.